The cloud is a form of storage for data that is online rather than on one's hard drive. The basic description of how the cloud works is very simple. When logging onto your computer or laptop, you will connect to a server, and when you submit the data that you wish to store in the cloud, the server will then record the information you have submitted via the internet. When ready to access this information, you simply log onto the server once more to request the server to send the information back to you. Quoted from Strickland. A common form of cloud storage is Google Drive. When using Google Drive and Google Docs, it's the same thing as using the cloud. This is all the information that is stored completely online without the need of your own personal hard drive. When it comes to using the cloud, many people do. Whether or not you are a student using Google Docs or some other platform that stores your documents, or whether you are an employee writing reports and storing them online. Other examples of people who use the cloud would be people who store photos online instead of keeping them on their phone. Large corporations will also take advantage of online storage instead of paying for more hard drive space. The cloud is important to us because it has become part of our everyday lives. Whether we like it or not, the cloud is not going away anytime soon. We have reason to be concerned with the cloud and how it works because we are storing our valuable information on the cloud and want to be reassured the information is safe.
Let's talk about a security concern. With an estimated 70% of organizations using the cloud security threats have become one of the main concerns for every business. Corporations and business are extremely attractive targets to cyber criminals simply because a large amount of data that can be nabbed easily. According to a study done by CGI and Oxford Economic, they measured over $50 billion resulting from data breaches in the past 5 years. Currently, cloud computing is vulnerable to multiple cyber attacks, including data breaches, human error, data loss, and distributed denial of service. Let's talk about external attack first. Data breach is probably the most common threat that every IT professional crew has to face now. A data breach is a cybercrime in which sensitive and confidential information is accessed without authorization. Usually, attackers aim for personal information, including full names, credit card information, and social security numbers. In June 2019, a Chinese hacker broke into the network of multiple large technology service providers across the globe and stole commercial secrets as part of a global hacking campaign, according to an exclusive report from Reuters. The attack, which exploited weakness in those companies, their customers, and the Western system of technological defense. Now the insider attacks. Human error has cost companies a lot of resource to recover over the year. Human error, as it states, is an unintentional mistake committed by insiders. One of the most common types of human error in cloud computing is cloud misconfiguration. Whether it is an unintentional mistake of leaving any sensitive information exposed or using an easily guessable password as login credentials. These types of configurations errors leave a big loophole for attackers to exploit. For instance, the data breach in June 2017, where Deeproot Analytics, a conservative data firm, accidentally leaked 198 million photos records by leaving a cloud storage server unsecured.
The cloud has tons of data stored on it, some forms of the cloud more than others. No matter how much there is, it needs to be protected. This is a staple of the cloud, and why some areas of businesses are refusing to switch over to using the cloud for its data. Encryption is one of the primary forms of protection. Encryption at its basic is taking pieces of data and transforming and encoding it before it gets moved to storage. This keeps people from being able to access this information without the encryption key, which in the case of the cloud is only given to the original owner of that stored data. Without this key, you will not be able to actually see what the data means as it's encoded. Some companies that have cloud storage integrated as part of their product will automatically do this for you when you save data to the cloud. An example of this is Microsoft Office and the services you are provided through it. However, not all products and services are like this, and as such, you need to be aware whether or not you need to take extra steps to protect your data. This is not the only way to handle the protection of data. Some companies have suggested breaking up data into different chunks and from there encrypting each chunk and then sending it to storage after these steps. This provides extra security, as even if they are able to get a hold of the information, they do not have the whole picture.
The history of cloud computing began in 1963 when DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, presented MIT with $2 million for Project Mac. The project was to allow a computer to be used by 2 or more people simultaneously. The cloud today is totally different, allowing millions of people access to it daily, although it still uses some of the same aspects from Project Mac. The future of cloud security is very important in today's society. In 2018, 3.6 billion people were using the cloud for some sort of application. This number will only keep growing with new technology coming out every month. This just shows how important cloud security will be in the future when protecting people's information that is being stored in the cloud. According to an article about the future of cloud security by DSB, it says in 2018, 60% of enterprises that implemented appropriate cloud visibility and control tools experienced 1/3 fewer security failures. New and different technology seems to come out every day, which means that it is just one more thing having access to store information in the cloud. The more technology you have storing information to the cloud, the greater the risk of a security breach. The security measures that are already implemented are going to need to be improved if future technology is going to be allowed to store information in the cloud. One prediction says 83% of enterprise workloads will be in the cloud by the end of the decade.